I want you to realize that you're not bothering them. You're solving a problem for them. The reason you're even thinking to approach them is that you feel like there's a benefit for them. If you didn't think there was a benefit for them, then why are you bothering them?
Exactly.
Don't bother them. So you've selected out of all the possible exhibitors, like these are the people I think I could really help. And so you have to kind of frame that really clearly. And if we like I used to teach fundraising. I was in fundraising. I was teaching this course called Getting Past the Fear of Asking. It was a training that I did. And, in fundraising, there's this phrase, kick yourself out of the way and let the cause talk, because you can imagine how nervous people get asking for money. So similarly, if you don't kick yourself out of the way, stop making this about you and your nerves, then you're not doing what you can do for your prospect. You're not actually centering the conversation on them and their experience. So it's a mind game more than anything. It's understanding, like, you're there in service. And obviously, if some prospect comes up to the table to talk to them, like, you're gonna say, I'll circle back. Like, you're gonna be polite and you're gonna make space. But counter flyering, which is what I call this, because back in the day I used to do it with actual flyers. I think counter flying is sometimes way more effective than having a booth if the people with the exhibit booth are your target. So counter flying, I think one thing to know is that you've got to take a moment where you ask them what they do. My kids get trained in this, Travis. We go to these festivals in my area all the time. And they always have like candy out on the tables for the kids. Well, and the adults too. But the kids really love it. And my kids have been trained. They're now 5 and 7. So like they were like 4 and 6 last year.
Nice.
They go up to the table and they say, "Hi, what do you do?" Like, and the people just want to hand them candy. My kids are like, "Right, but what do you do?"
That's awesome.
Like they're holding the candy and they know that if I don't, I'm like standing there with them. Like if they don't stop and ask that question, I'm going to be like, listen, you can't just be grabbing candy off tables. Like, you got to ask people what they do. So you got to give people a chance to say their pitch, and you have to like see how and that's actually information for you, because then you know a little bit more about them and what matters to them. And then you can segue into what you do and like see if there's a match, and you'll get to know really quickly if there is. But yeah, you got to start by saying like, tell me more about what's all this about.